Welcome back. I'm here with our CEO, Brad Hudson. Welcome. Good morning, sir.
Well, good morning. Thanks for having me back again. It's a pleasure to be here.
We need to have our CEO report every Thursday, of course.
At 8:35, yes. That's what I'm told.
8:35. Well, we've got good and important things to talk about today. I know this is an unusual day because of the air quality that we're experiencing outside.
Right, so I might jump out with that. There's a fire, obviously, that Ken talked about down in San Clemente, Camp Pendleton area. It's kind of drifting up this way. So if you're going to engage in outdoor activities, tennis or pickleball, anything that's very vigorous, I would be very careful. And if you have respiratory problems, you might want to put that off for a day or so.
That's true. And always, of course, bring water, keep hydrated. And when you just feel like it's time to come inside, come on inside.
Maybe cut it a little short today. Absolutely.
That's true. Well, we have lots to talk about today. You have, along those lines of strenuous and exertive activity, we've got a new fitness center right here in our building.
Right. I wanted to talk about today one of my key pillars. The 4 pillars that we're trying to base our management on is customer service, efficiency, transparency, and accountability.
Yes.
And so I want to talk about efficiency today. And though the new gym is beautiful, there's efficient features to it.
What are those efficient features?
Well, I think the efficiencies come in the extended hours we're offering with the existing staff. So now we open at 5:30 in the morning.
Wow.
We stay open till 9 at night. We've added Sunday hours, 8 to 2.
On Sundays.
Right, and no additional staffing required for that. We use the additional staffing and extended those hours so residents could enjoy the fitness center more and at their own convenience.
Well, that does increase efficiency.
Absolutely, and we're very excited about that. The residents have been very receptive to the new fitness center.
And here's a picture of it. Look at that.
Oh, let's see. Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's looking nice. Oh my goodness, yeah, I can tell you have a lot of new machines, a lot of new technology.
You know, we just added some additional equipment since that video was taken. So there's even more and better in there now. And with the Tunity app, you can listen to those TVs through your smartphone if you choose. And so we've added a lot of features that make this very functional, very customer service oriented. And we're bringing the same kind of look and feel and technology to Clubhouse One Fitness Center next year.
Next year?
Next year. Clubhouse One, that project's in the works.
Well, the great thing about Laguna Woods Village is that there really are these opportunities to stay fit, stay connected, stay healthy, have fun, meet some new people that are like-minded. And the fact that you've got the Clubhouse Fitness Centers and, of course, this fitness center in our building right here, and they're getting these updates, that's incredible.
Yeah, it is wonderful, and that we can do that with added hours, more classes, with the existing staff is just one way we're trying to maximize the benefit of membership here for all our residents.
That is a maximized benefit. And I can say from working in this building and seeing the folks that visit the clubhouse, visit the fitness center on the first floor, it's really kind of fun. Yeah. Because it's a busy place.
It is very busy. The
very
residents
popular.
Really enjoy it. I also wanted to talk about our solar projects. They're almost, well, they are complete. And they're operating. And we had kind of a deadline of the end of June to get the best pricing on the energy that we're producing.
Oh, there we are.
So,
look at those solar panels right there.
Oh, yeah. And so this is the 3rd solar project, which is just completing. So we met the deadline. We're getting the good pricing on the energy. We're very excited about that. We're actually having a party. I don't have a date yet, but we'll make an announcement to kind of celebrate this being done. It's for everyone, but particularly for the residents of these, and there's many, many buildings that have the solar on top of them, but you can imagine how disruptive that was with all the trucks and the equipment, and the residents were really tolerant. I don't think I've gotten a single complaint from the residents of these buildings where we attach the solar. So we want to have a little something for them and say, hey, thanks.
Thanks for the patience and for
putting
the
up with the inconvenience, and everybody's going to get the benefit of that down the road. So,
well, I know that there's a lot of Southern California residents that are not in Laguna Woods Village that wish they could afford solar, that wish they could wrap their minds around how to make this happen for their own homes. And here it's happened for so many residents here.
Well, every resident in 3rd, well, United has a very similar project. So really every resident in the village will benefit from reduced utility costs, putting downward pressure on assessments for mutual electrical use for decades to come.
That's
so
so
it
wonderful.
is it's a very smart and efficient use of our resources for our residents' benefit.
Well, it looks like efficiency really is the forward path of all the things that you're doing, but there is something that kind of gets in the way, and that has to do with compliance.
Well, you know, that's a different kind of efficiency that I wanted to share. And for many years, I think we've been a little lax on enforcing the rules here, and over time, it's hardly perceptible, but things just get worse and worse and worse. And so you get this sort of a thing here where people are kind of doing their own thing in the common area that belongs to everyone.
True.
You know, and so when residents make exclusive use of common area in ways that violate our rules, such as is in the picture here, which here it happens to be pots,
right,
and lots of them,
yes,
in an area they're not supposed to be located, then it really detracts from the community for everyone. And
it
so,
does.
So we've made a big push on that, and where the efficiency comes in is last year we processed, that would be 2015, we did 1,800 compliance cases.
Wow.
2016, with the same staff, we did 4,000 compliance cases. In efficiency out of those staff members. We'll do over 5,000 this year, again with the same staffing levels. Now for 18, because the numbers are getting so big, I'm going to add a staff person, but we're really, I don't know how my staff feel about that, but we're maximizing the use of those staff in compliance to make sure that the rules that our boards have adopted are followed. And so it's incumbent upon everyone who lives here to know what the rules are.
Well, true, and it's easy to do that because, of course, you can access them and you can talk to anyone in your mutual.
They're online.
They're online.
Typically, as part of an escrow, you're given a copy of the CC&R, so you have the basic rules, and then we provide to anyone who will ask advice or actually the documents relative to specific areas. We see this kind of violation with things in the common areas pretty big. Nuisance, not being respectful of your neighbors, either with noise or smoking or some other thing that bothers the neighbors.
In the common area.
We have a problem with short-term rentals. You know, people using their manors like it's an Airbnb unit, and we don't allow that.
It's really not what this place was designed for.
No, this is a residential community for active seniors who own and live here for the most part. And we want to promote and support that, and compliance is how we do it, and getting the kind of production and efficiency out of the staff, it only makes it easier.
That's so true. And just so residents can understand, this kind of infraction to the common areas, it has a visual impact. And some people find this to be pleasant, but then there are others that don't, and it is a common area. So to understand there's a visual impact, but there could be a maintenance impact, you know, if you go ahead and fill up with this kind of
Well, you can't really maintain that area.
You can't.
Because you can't get in there.
That's right. But other things can, like little varmints.
Yes, and you get that too, where folks will sometimes have fruit trees or other things that they'll plant in the common area. Sometimes permissible with the Yellow Stake program, but then they don't pick the fruit and it lays on the ground.
And that
brings
and then
now you have the rats.
And, oh my gosh.
And so all those things detract from the kind of community that we want to have. And so we're going to be very aggressive with our compliance unit, as we have been for the last 18 months since I got here, and we're going to enforce our rules. And we're happy if somebody has found out through ignorance or lack of knowledge of our rules, just go ahead and fix it.
Sure.
We're good to go. We'll tell you, and then go and fix it. But if you don't fix it, don't take care of it, then you get to go talk to the board, and they're not as flexible as I am. But, you know, once you end up in there, you probably ought to bring your checkbook with you.
Probably ought to do that.
It's easier just to, when security or compliance advises you that you have a violation, just take care of it.
But the great thing is that you really are being very positive in your actions toward the compliance, but you're doing it with the same amount of staff members.
Yes.
So
absolutely.
That's tremendous efficiency right there.
Absolutely. And then the last one I wanted to hit on, and we've talked about this before, but it's kind of final now, is is our internet service. And so
Oh.
we've talked about tripling the bandwidth and doing all this stuff. Well, we've done it.
Oh.
And so it's done, it's available. Residents who want to enjoy greater bandwidth should contact West Coast Internet.
West Coast Internet.
And they will provide you with an updated modem.
Oh, good.
Free of charge.
No way.
Yep, free modems.
Oh my goodness.
Don't tell anybody. And then you'll be able to enjoy the benefits of the expanded bandwidth.
And the benefits are of expanded bandwidth.
Well, it's quicker service. It's being able to, say, watch Netflix or Hulu during prime time. You know, without this expansion, it became very slow for residents, particularly 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock in the evening.
You get that little waiting circle.
Yeah, you get the circle. Too many people on. Too many people wanting to download really robust data, slowing the system down. Well, we've really cranked up the volume now, so you can call West Coast, get the updated modem, enjoy this bandwidth at no charge. Triple the bandwidth, no charge. Enjoy expanded internet opportunities, whether they be your choice of entertainment, such as sporting events or movies. Usually
or finishing that project online.
Or if you have, we do have folks who have home internet businesses, and I know they have been very frustrated with our bandwidth. And so for those particular, call and let's get you squared away.
How wonderful, though, too, that the modems can be updated at no cost. The rest of us that don't live in Laguna Woods Village, my goodness, I'm going to have to do something about the modem in my house.
Well, I've got like a 10-year-old modem in my house, and it is really a clunker.
And then you get those great, awesome smart TVs, and they're not so smart anymore.
No.
Because your modem's not talking
We
to
have
them.
that a lot here, and for those who have, say, a smart or digital TV and they plug the cable directly into it, you're really not getting all the features. You need a device there, and they cost about $5 a month or $40 or $50 to buy to really allow the full benefits of that TV.
That's right.
You just can't plug it into the wall. A lot of our residents do that.
And some of us wish we could just still do that, but it's just not that way anymore.
No, because a lot of this data is encrypted, and you just can't receive it directly from the cable to your TV. You need a device to decrypt that data so you can get the full benefits of having a modern digital HD system.
Well,
so we're going to talk about that some more sometime, but we got to roll that out some way too. We think somewhere around 10 to 12,000 TVs that don't have those devices.
Right.
And so they're not, even though they have an HD TV perhaps, or they aren't receiving all the benefits of that because of the lack of this device.
But the first step along this path has been the increased bandwidth. So there's a lot of benefits that are coming along with that.
Absolutely. And I don't want to rush here, but I wouldn't be fulfilling my duties if I didn't warn people or advise, depending on your perspective, of the 4th of July event that's happening at Clubhouse 2 at 4 o'clock, obviously on the 4th. We'll have parking at the community center and at Clubhouse 7. We'll have transit vehicles that'll take people back and forth.
Please use the transit vehicles.
Music and yes, it'll be you'll see a full transit vehicle here. I'm very excited.
It's great.
And so you'll have music and food and jumpies for the kids and face painting and fireworks and barbecue. Well, the swimming has been, I'm glad you brought that up, has been temporarily relocated from Clubhouse 2 pool to the pool at Clubhouse 1. So if the grandkids are down for the 4th and you want to go for a swim, you need to go to Clubhouse 1.
Between 11 a.m. and 4 p.m.
I think that's correct, yes.
It's a great way. Get them out there in the pool, wear them out a little bit so they're nice and calm for the music and the fireworks display.
Now, usually Clubhouse 2 is the kids' pool. But because of the big event we're putting on, we've moved it to 1 so we can stage the event for the evening.
Because this is the first time to have fireworks in...
Ever, maybe.
Ever.
Yeah.
But that's such a beautiful thing.
I hope we got a permit for that. Oh, shh, don't tell anybody.
I'm not going to tell
Don't tell
anybody.
anybody we didn't get a permit. No, we've got a permit.
We don't know where those fireworks came from.
We've got a permit, I promise.
Somebody's doing that in their backyard. How'd they get over the skies? No, it's going to be absolutely beautiful. It's a wonderful celebration. And where else but Laguna Woods Village, where you can invite your friends, your family to come in and really relax and enjoy when the rest of the world is going crazy.
Well, the view,
the
view
highways.
from 19 and Clubhouse 2 out over the valley there is spectacular, and you'll be able to see several fireworks shows simultaneous.
Well, that's efficient.
Really, from Mission Viejo to Irvine to Santa Ana, you'll be able to see them all.
Oh, man.
It's quite a spectacular setting, and every year we have a lot of people come and watch the fireworks from there. But this year we'll add our own fireworks to the mix, so it should be wonderful.
And you have a free ride on their transit system back and forth. What could be better?
Right.
Well, thank you, sir, for coming in and talking with us
Well, thank you.
today.
It was a pleasure, and I look forward to doing this every week with you. And how enjoyable! This couch is much more comfortable than the chair you had me in last week.
I know. We're reworking things. We're trying to always improve and be more efficient.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.
And thank you for joining us. Be sure to remember about our 4th of July celebration, and be sure to check in with your mutual about any compliance questions you may have. And stay with us. Right after this, Ken will be back.